topics relating to our environment, biography, facts about famous people with positive stories and impact, religion, nature, education, skill development, interviews with intriguing guests, and many more. Inspire with the aspiration.
By the way, we'll be talking about, we'll go straight to our topic, which was still talking about since 2 weeks ago. We've been talking about true love, true love, true love. So the first question, I will go straight to Mr. Chibuzo. Mr. Chibuzo, do you believe that true love still exists?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I believe.
You believe? Okay, please tell us. There are people who wants to know. There are people who they've actually given up in love. Some people just told themselves that love doesn't exist. This thing is a scam and all of that. Why
I
some
think
people still believe in it?
I think first and foremost, there was a time I was having that kind of mindset.
Okay.
You know, I think when you pass through one or two, you feel like this is not working out.
Mm.
Like it's a scam, like other people say, right?
Mhm.
But when you come to realize that there's nothing without love,
Mm.
you get what I mean? This because even if you lose it at a certain point, you have to gain it back. Because I believe like if we all think that love doesn't exist,
Mm.
I mean, there's nothing we're doing together,
Mm.
even as human.
Mm.
Do you get what I mean? So, but in one way or the other, some other people have been disappointed in the journey of love, and and when you ask a lot of people that are maybe older than you that have been there, they will tell you that you pick yourself up, you move on to the next one, right? So because you can't just like I've been in that situation before, and I feel like okay, no, I'm not gonna do this anymore. There's a certain part of you that you don't want to trust anyone anymore because the person you loved and trusted and they disappoint you. You feel like the next person is still gonna disappoint you. Do you get what I mean? But at the end of the day, you might find a real one because it do exist.
Okay.
Yeah,
True love.
I'm telling you.
So Mr. Chibuza is telling us that true love does exist.
Yeah,
And so it's like what you said and what Abilani said is the same thing. That's what you actually said.
but do you
last
know
week.
that there is people that will still counter that and say that they don't
True.
believe in that anymore? Because remember, I feel like you gain what you gain what you give out.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? You gain what you give out. But at a certain point, you might have doubt. But my advice to people like that is that you don't give it 100. Because remember, if you've been given 100 and you keep on being disappointed, right? You you only got to maybe in a certain way try to balance it, right?
Mm.
Do you know there's a love you can love someone, not that's why when sometimes if you ask someone, will you die for me?
Mm.
Do you get what I mean?
Mm.
Someone that loved you,
Okay.
I love you.
Okay.
Will you die for me? Now the person will be like, no, why should I die for you? And then to the next party, you feel like because he or she said no, that means the love is not real. But to the actual sense, nobody's gonna die for you, bro.
Mm.
Do you get what I mean? Because even if you die, the next person moves on.
Moves on.
So there's no need of lying that you're gonna die for someone. But the thing is, my say is, don't give it 100.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? Because you need to be balanced. I've been in a situation whereby one partner is the love is overpowering the other one, and when the other one doesn't give it back, I feel like I'm being used.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? So when you don't give it 100, it kind of balance.
I want to be clear on that. I believe people want to be clear on
Now
that.
I'm going to make it
Okay.
clear.
Yes, please.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that it's not good for one partner to love more
No.
than the other.
So is it possible
That's when
for
someone feel cheated and feel like I'm not getting what I'm giving. Does it make sense now?
Okay. Are you saying that both partners should love equally?
Obviously,
Is it possible?
it is possible
I
for
want-
me.
I want to get to that. I don't necessarily believe it's possible for
Okay.
people to love each other equally.
Okay.
I think the universe itself would get to a point where there is a level of equilibrium, but it's not 50-50.
Okay.
And I think it is done, or God created it in a manner that at least one person is willing to fight for whatever is existing between the two people.
Okay.
Because if you are at a 50-50 point, we stand the chance of
now
losing this thing.
Now, if we don't target 50-50, right? Remember, there's more people that are damaged because of love than people that are still there. I don't know if I'm making sense right now.
Yeah.
There's people that their mindset is not like, I'm not gonna love anymore. And there is set of people, they say back, they give back what you give to them. You know, when someone say I love you, the other partner will say I love you too. But deep down, he was or had been heartbroken before. So now he's just saying words that are not deep.
They're giving what they are receiving.
Are you getting my point? He's just responding to what someone is saying. I love you too. I miss you too. But in between, one is not giving it 100 because why? Of the previous things he or she had passed through.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Not like 50-50 thing. There is, like, you know what I mean? There is one that can love more, but when you love more, those people are the one that got heartbroken quick.
Okay.
Because all the relationship I've been through passing the years, I always love more. I don't know. I think it's from my start.
Okay.
Because I'm a Virgo, we love deeply. We love deeply. We love more. And any slight thing, you get discouraged. Do you get what I mean? So more like people like me, they're just one step out, one step in.
Okay.
They don't want to just.
Dive in.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Okay. Try, because you're trying to avoid being disappointed.
So that's why I said That's why I said you give back what someone is giving you.
Okay.
One step is out there. One step is for you to hold yourself. As you see what this partner is doing, you bring in this one closer. You bring in this one closer because now you see what this person is really giving.
But what happens to the world if we all take that route? We take the route of giving back what we are receiving.
But that's why we're different. That's why people are different. I'm telling you from my own perspective how I handle things.
Okay, for me, from what you just said, I think, for example, you are the one who loves more and the other one is not loving. Can we say you can actually talk one into it? Talk one into loving you equally, if possible. Then another thing, from someone who is coming from a broken heart or broken relationship, series of broken relationship and all of that, the person is scared to love. Now, because of that, the level of his love is lower than the person who loves more. For it to get, because we are trying to enlighten people, tell people more about this now, for us to win that person's heart, which means we have to prove it. Do we have to prove it? And for us to prove it, and the person is now probably believe that this person is different.
People have.
Can we say it's possible for the person to love back?
I don't think we need to
prove because people have proven that these things. Where are they?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think the right term is prove it.
Okay.
People do not need to prove that they love you. But behavior informs
the way things do. We
is that not proven as well?
No. If you target proof, if you target proof, it's get to that point where
someone can fake the proof.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It becomes an act.
Okay, so let's say you will see it. You actually see it.
And you know, there's people that need you. They don't love you. They just need you for that particular moment. They don't love you, they just need you. But to you, it might feel like they love you, but they just need you for something. While some love you, but they don't need you. They show you love, but they don't need you. So those things are things people need to know. I don't know if I'm making sense.
You are. I think what you're talking about is what we call a seasonal love.
Do you get what I mean?
People go through certain things and they need a different kind of support, which they can only get from a certain type of people.
Thank you. Mostly, let me just say this. I'm not trying to fight the ladies here, but there's a couple of ladies, right? They can love this person, right? But they don't disturb this person in terms of help or
Needs,
wanting something or needs. There is someone out there, they feel like they're comfortable of asking for help. So either way, they love this person, they need this person. Does it make sense?
It does.
It
So,
happens. It
Yes.
happens.
So it's more like that's why most guys we try to fit in, not 100, but fit in a certain type of way that your woman can feel comfortable. Like someone like me, I do things out. Like I don't just wait to surprise my girl or to do something for her. I just do it so that she will understand that okay, I can do this.
So could that be the reason why women are scared to love as well, or to give?
There is a woman
their
that there is a woman that can love you, bro. But just
Yeah,
know that
I'm just saying. It's one of my questions here where I wrote. There are a lot of women who say there is no like all guys are scam or players and all of that. So we'll get to that. Okay, if we're talking about love here, giving it equal and all of that, you know, we are all Christians. We are Christians. We that are sitting here. Are you not Christian? We're practicing one. Okay, from my own belief, from what I've read, I don't know if there's someone who to counter it or whatever. You know, there's a part of the Bible where the Bible said women love, women be submissive, and the men should love.
but that's true.
Yeah, so why are we talking about love and all that? So you're asking a woman who God said be submissive and men love. So which means the submission brings love.
I would like to support that scripture.
Okay.
But I don't like the way that it's kind of submissive.
And I
So
would
I
like
rather-
to support the submissive part.
But
Okay,
I rather want to use respect.
Are we going to correct God now?
No. You know, sometimes some ladies they feel like you just being intimidated. You
Ooh,
intimidating them by
the-
saying submissive. You know that word submissive. Some people don't understand it. They feel like it's an aggressive word. When you say you must be
Control
submissive
and so
to
on.
it sounds to them that you want them to be a slave, or you want to be controlling them. I don't know if I'm telling you.
I think feminist has taken the word out of context.
Thank you. Thank
They
you.
have taken the word out
Thank
of
you.
context.
So
and
they are not
it has
getting it
become-
right.
Exactly.
No.
They are not getting
They're getting it in the wrong way.
Please, you guys should tell
I mean-
them.
You know, they're getting it in the wrong way.
That's why you see that for women can love any man. Any man in any form. Like it's possible for a woman to love any man. Where there is submission and the man is doing his duties to love, protect, and care, it's easy for a woman to fall in track.
Okay.
Submission was just that.
Okay.
Not that somebody should be enslaved, somebody
You know.
should be controlled, somebody should be hooked. No,
So
no,
is
no,
this
no.
to be submissive to love, or open your heart to love, or I don't know.
That's why I said to you that some women they find it so aggressive, like they find it as a word that is not suitable for them. So they feel like when you say you must be submissive, it means I must be a slave for you. You get what I mean? So of which it's not. If you get the point in the right way.
Okay, if you look at that word submission, so I think that word you can explain it in different way. For example, I'm giving you, or I'm trying to offer you something. There's another way you can use the word that you should be submissive to receive that thing as well. So is that the context?
No, the
Not
context
really.
in that
Not really. Okay.
the context in that word actually means in action. You must be submissive in your action as a woman.
As a woman,
As a woman, if you are submissive in action, you show respect,
Okay.
you show
Obviously.
kindness, you
Obviously.
show humbleness.
Obviously.
You know
and you make him a king that he's supposed to.
exactly.
And that sweetens the hearts for him
But
to love.
that's someone like me. Someone like me. Respect me, bro.
Mm.
Leave every other thing to me as a man.
You should respect you. What about the word that when they will tell you that you respect yourself for me to respect you?
But all these things are informed by action and behavior.
Okay.
If you see me treating you right,
Okay.
you are going to respect yourself.
Yeah.
Alright.
In turn,
Yeah.
respecting me.
Yeah.
Vice versa. There is no way you can love where you are not loved.
Okay.
there is no way a woman can love and show respect when she's also not loved and shown respect.
Mhm.
Do you understand? So there needs to be that balance. That's why you see women will be screaming, saying, "You want me to show you respect, you must show yourself
Sure,
respect."
yeah,
It's
respect
your behavior and
yourself.
your actions that informs such behaviors.
Okay.
You understand? So for most people, they just think maybe submission is keeping quiet when you're being abused emotionally, physically, and otherwise. That is not submission.
Okay.
Submission is acknowledging your position as a woman.
Mhm.
And your position as a woman is to nurture. That's where submission comes into play. And through nurturing, you respect, you are kind, you are humble, you protect your family and guide them towards whatever religious aspect you guys believe in.
Okay.
That is what submission is about.
Okay.
And then in that manner, the men in turn would love, would care, would protect, would support.
Okay.
And then you have the holistic picture
True.
of love.
All
True.
right. All right. All right. So we agree to her. All right, viewers. If you don't agree to her, you can call us. Feel free to call us and tell us what you understand by that as well. So I'll move to the next question. To Awilani. You know, in our society, in our environment, we see things. If we want to consider anyone as things, from what age actually?
As
Things. T-E-E-N.
as a teen.
Yeah.
Okay. I think legally teens are from the age of 13 to 19.
13 to 19.
Yes.
So the relationship those age group are having, what can we call that? Can they find true love out of that?
You know, love is not
Or it's just emotion thing?
no, love is not a one glove fit all situation. Some people do find love. Some people are married to their high school teen lovers and they have found their forever.
Okay.
It's not the same for everyone.
Mm.
For some people, it's just infatuation. You see somebody who filled with with emotions, and you think you love them, but tomorrow you realize, no, I don't even like the way his ears are positioned. You understand? Because at that age,
The way the ears are positioned.
because at that age, there's a lot of hormonal, biological
Yeah.
changes in your body, and your feelings are informed by a lot of things.
True.
Even those that do find the love within that age, it's not a smooth sail. They realize within the process that I probably don't maybe love this person, or let me try that first, and then they realize no, it wasn't it. I'm better off there, and then they go like, if you talk to them, it wasn't this person, we not it, and then forever it's here. You understand? But because at that age there are a lot of biological challenges that are going through your body, and you are not fully developed to even understand it yourself. You just go with the wave of the emotions. You just go with whatever your body is telling you to do.
Okay.
Not that you can't find it, we cannot rule it out.
Okay.
Some people do find love.
So
Some don't.
you are a social worker
Yes.
and you have a sister at that age group. What will you advise people out there? Let's say you go to one of these schools to talk to them, and maybe from your office, you guys heard that there's this school that those issues or things are happening there. When you go to that place, what will you tell them? What will you advise those age group? Because why I'm saying this, there are a lot of parents who actually feel that from once a child is 16 years old, they are free to do all of that. Yes. What?
I think these issues are very prevalent in our societies. You are very right. I think what is mostly important, one, for parents, is to give kids leeway to experience things for themselves. Not that we are saying we must not discipline and advise our children, but understand that we are raising a generation that is very inquisitive. And they would like to see things for themselves. When you give them leeway, you create a platform for your child to be able to ask questions, and you help them understand. And for the kids, they must just take their time. You know, things are not black and white in the world, as we would love to believe. It's not this or either that. There's a lot of things that goes on. Like if you are a child at that age and you feel you've met your, I don't know, knight in shining armor, this guy, you can't sleep without thinking about him, you dream about him. It's okay to feel that way. You are at an
Okay.
age where you feel that way.
All right, I'll stop it there. Okay, first of all, which means you are agreeing that it's okay for anyone who wants to do it, because
It's okay to feel that
you
way.
want them to explore and see. So in their exploitation or exploration, you don't care if something goes bad with them or fall pregnant or anything happens to
I
them.
thought I was saying it's okay to feel that way. It's a biological response.
Who is feeling okay?
The kids, it's okay for them to feel that way. They
No,
should
it's
not
not
be.
about feeling now.
It's not.
I'm asking now. It's a
listen.
question I asked. Would you, as a social worker, you've been invited to a school where they said this thing is common there, young students are dating themselves, doing all of that, and you go there. So you're telling me,
Listen,
no, I'll
listen.
ask you, sir. I'll come back to
No, it's
that.
not
Listen.
about asking, but it's a thing that you can never stop.
Listen,
In a high
and I want him to understand that
Okay.
we're coming from different eras. You
Yeah.
understand? My point is, there is nothing, absolutely nothing we can do as human beings to stop kids feeling the way they do.
So what will you
that
tell
is a
them
biological
as those?
response.
You go there. Let's say a group of kids are sitting.
Yes.
So you are speaking to them.
Yes.
So please, what will you tell them?
It's very much okay to feel that way. Listen to me carefully. It's okay to feel that way. Do it responsibly.
Okay,
Exactly.
this is what I want to hear.
That's-
Not
that's
just
it.
feel
Do it-
okay. I
do
want
it
to hear what you
responsibly.
tell them.
That's-
Yeah.
Yes, do it responsibly.
And what to avoid and
avoid. Yes, avoid finding yourself in a situation where you are maybe having sex unprotected. You are a child. What are you going to do with a child?
It might stop
You know,
them from
it
continuing
might
the
stop
school.
you from going
Yeah,
to
because
school.
you know why I'm saying this? People are watching us there. I always want whatever thing we discuss, not just talk about it. We should have a solution for people out there. Yeah.
Do it responsibly. I think that is just what we can advise the kids.
Mhm.
And as far as we can, as parents, as guardians out there, as caregivers, provide the platform for kids to know what it means to do it responsibly.
Mm.
Attend clinics where there is necessity for prevention methods for girls. Even awareness within schools for boys to know what it means to practice safe sex for themselves as well. You know?
Okay. I think I'll stop there now. Mr. Chubuzo, from what she has said, let's assume that she's agreeing to it and you are partially agreeing to it, which I don't know if you have something to say about it now. You have a child and she's in those age group. Peradventure, let's say you accept her having a relationship or an affair in school. One of your advice, would sex be one of your advice for her to do it, but be careful.
I think first of
At that
foremost,
age, and she's a
at
student.
At that age, you don't target relationship. To them, it's friendship.
Friendship.
To them, your child can even say, "Daddy, mommy, my friends, they want to come over." You, as a parent, your mindset is not even there yet.
Okay.
But the way you're studying your kids is when you know what to say. Because as a child, you can say something she's not doing or he's not doing, he'll get offensive.
What about if she's trying to defend herself even in her own wrong?
Still,
Okay.
you as a parent, that's why there was a show that I had, similar like your one.
Okay.
We had a topic about it, and I was like, my saying was, if it's about time, we have time for the kids. Because this generation, our generation,
Mhm.
we focus more on getting things done.
Okay.
We don't have time for the kids.
Mhm.
There was a time a video was trending about kids, they left school, they come here in Parklands, if you can.
Yeah.
There was a time it was a viral thing.
Mhm.
And I had that topic on my show. And it's more like they didn't go to school on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, as a teacher from school, you knew the students are not here. I think there are 3 or 4 of them. You knew they were not in school. As a teacher, if someone you're taking care of is not in school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, obviously as a teacher you need to alert the parent what is going on.
Is it boarding school or they were supposed to go back home and all?
No, it's just a normal school, but they were not in school. They were not at home.
Okay.
Am I making sense to you now because of what you asked? So tell me, if I'm a parent and my child is not at home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as a parent, what will I think?
First, you assume the child leaves home and go to school.
Right? Now, our generation, we don't have time for our kids because, there's something that I realize, as you're growing, as day goes by, things are getting tougher.
Mm.
It doesn't get roses.
Mm.
It gets tough as day goes by. You add a year, you see that the way things are before is not the way it is now. So some parents are struggling on their own to make things right for the kids. So they don't actually have time. When I was growing up, my parents, they do have, that time things were okay. Not like it was tough, but they still have that little time to check our homeworks and check things. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
But these days, you find that like parents can't even look in the books of the kids. They don't even check the backpack of the kids to know what they bring from school to home. Does it make sense? So more like when you look at your kids, you know when things are not going okay. At a certain point, you need to have a relationship with your kids so that they can be able to open up to you. Do you get what I mean? But in other words, when your kids are growing, there's some certain senses, there's some certain things you need to implant in them to know this is wrong, this is right. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to school with them. If they want to do something, they will do it.
Yeah.
But your way, your thing is to just show them the way. This is wrong, this is right.
Okay.
Because if your child will have sex, he won't tell you. You won't be there. Right? So you initiate those things that make them to not have unprotected sex. You initiate those things that make them to know that there's STDs, there's this, there's that, there's unwanted pregnancy, there's pregnancy that you can have to stop your lifestyle. It will stop you from achieving your goal. So those things are the things. Okay, when a child wants to do this, you remember like, my parents used to say this and that and that. No, I don't want. Some kids are scared of those things. If they're not scared, they have to use protection.
Okay.
And someone would argue that even creating a platform to talk of those things, you are making the child aware that there are those things.
Just
But-
imagine.
Bro,
You understand?
you know one thing you must know.
No,
You know
this
one
thing-
thing you must know. The kids of these days, they didn't grow up the way we grew up.
Mhm.
When I grew up, before I started using phone, I know how old I was.
Mm.
We were just playing in the park, in the field. Those kids these days, they don't do such.
Mhm.
They play with the phone. You see a 10-year-old is a wizard on the laptop, on the tablet. And from there, they watch some certain things they're not supposed to. The social media is exposing these kids to things that they're not supposed to at their age.
Yeah.
Okay.
A 13-year-old
Okay.
is already calling herself a YouTuber,
Yeah.
a TikToker. What does she do? She wear pants and bra. No. A child. Does it make sense now? But during our time, we don't know those things. We don't do such things. Before you can wear a pant and bra and show yourself to people, you will think about your parents. You
It's
think
true.
about your background. You think about where you're coming from. But these days, they don't.
So the challenge is actually on us as parents to adapt our strategies of raising our kids.
That's what I'm saying.
We can't raise them the way we were raised.
No.
So parents,
You can't do that.
so parents are actually failing. Let's say because now, if,
Not all parents.
if
Not all
we're just
parents.
talking
Let's
about
just be realistic.
okay, those ones that are failing.
And they're not failing because they want to fail. The thing is, there's something that is taking much of their time because I've come to realize that a lot of parents are struggling. Our government are failing us in the sense that now the parents are struggling to cater for the family. So there's no time.
Their attention focus.
There's
is-
no time.
yeah.
You must think about it. There's no time. It's only the average family that can maybe put out a nanny, put out extra classes for because they can afford it. But remember, there's people that can't afford it. I know a family, they go to Camsbay to do the cleaning job and all that, and that is 9 to 5. By the time they will get a taxi to get home, it's already late. She's tired. She's sleeping. She don't have time to check on the kids. Such parents, you can't blame them. That is nature that put them in that situation. The only thing they know in the morning to buy bread, make sure the kids
Yes,
they put something in the stomach, and then zoom to school, and then she zoom to work. So how do you think she's gonna have time to check up on those kids.
So
That's why I also urge the teachers in each and every school. Sometimes we know there's a certain type of work that the parents need to do, but you as a teacher that spend much quality time with the kids, you have to. There's a lot of work for you. Do you get what I mean? It's not about teaching them in the class. After teaching them, there's some kind of words that you need to drop before you leave them. It makes sense.
Things have actually changed because I have 3 friends that are teacher in Manibeg or so, those hot pay and all of that. This teacher was actually telling me that, like what you're saying now, I will tell you, probably you're not a teacher, that's why you're saying it. There are some things you can't even tell children or those students.
I know.
There are some things you'll be scared to even say it out.
True.
Yeah. So they told me that when they are teaching, it's like there's a guideline you just have to follow, especially talking about religion and all of that in a school where you are Muslim, Christian and all of that, or start talking about sexual discussion. You're trying to advise somebody and the person will go and report you, look at the kind of things. Before you know, they'll say, oh, this teacher is trying. So our society, we don't know how to fix things. We don't. It's tough. Even she's a social worker as well. Do you know what you're even saying now? Now, me as a parent now, I'm trying to talk to my child. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Because my son or is irritated by it. Not because I must spank him and all that. If he's at that age where he can report, he can just go there and say, this man is disturbing me. And they will come. They will come from me. So our parents' hands are tied in everything. That is why you see, okay, you said that our generation, let me not use generation, our time is different from this. At least there were this tough restriction. But now, where's the restriction? Especially this part of the Western world where you can't do that.
My parents, they beat the hell out of me.
Oh, even till now, they are still beating people back home.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they are still beating people.
They beat the hell out of me.
There are stories we've heard that where people who live in America, Canada, and all that, they probably scold their child for one reason or the other, and the child called the cop, they arrested them, and these parents just told the child, let's visit home. Immediately they get
so
to
they will have time to beat you.
They beat them. They beat them very well and tell them this is Nigeria. When kids don't arrest their father, go and stay with grandma, and the father leaves them. Yeah, and to be honest, when they get there, they'll learn better character. Imagine you in a country where you can't talk to your child. So are these not messing up things? So,
anyways, I think we are now debating.
Because you guys didn't respond to my answer.
I want to defend this system so much.
Yeah, that's why we're getting. That's why we.
I asked a question. No, those kids in the school, what they are doing, is it true love?
No, but the thing is, this is why it's a show, and this is why it's a discussion. Because you can be straight. You touch this aspect. So, but as a matter of fact, to what we're talking about, it's actually a thing of you can control from the young ones.
Okay.
If they think what they're doing is love at school, and to us we know it's not, because it's just things that normally happen in high school.
It's things that you've experienced.
Yes.
Yeah, it's things that
all of us, but most of them
me from high school, I will go from this class because I have a goal there that I was admiring. I will go from this class. Afterwards, I will go to that class to go check the other one. So those things are the things that you feel like is normal.
And use your lunch money to buy.
You know what I mean? It's normal.
It's normal. It's normal anyway. So I think our advice is just for we that are parents. We should just advise our kids, tell them what to avoid and all of that, because as it is, we can't stop it.
No, you can't.
It's not possible. There are some sharp guys in school that when they talk, that guy has no choice than to say yes.
But even if you look at yourself, there are a lot of things that your parents were saying don't do it. Even in our time, but you still went out of your way to do it.
Not all.
You know?
Yes, because it's true. Because I remember there was a certain time my friends, females, they will come to my house. So the only respect I give to my parents is that there's boundaries in getting
take
into
them inside
the
the
room
room.
and one another. You get what I mean? So of which, even if we are in the lounge and my parents are trying to go somewhere, they will call me outside.
I'm telling you. if anything happens.
You know that kind of a thing. Because now we are leaving you guys alone.
Exactly.
So this and that shouldn't happen.
Exactly.
And I'll be like, no.
I'm not even thinking about it.
At
So
the moment they
as a
leave,
matter
you
of
jump
fact-
up.
As a matter
This is family.
As a matter of fact, now you have to behave.
Yeah,
Either
that's
way,
true.
you sit there while she's sitting here, you
Yeah.
watch TV, whatever,
Yeah.
you know, because you have to listen to them.
What they say, prevention. Okay, thanks very much for the answer and the response. Well, let's move to the next one. Mr. Chibuzo, I think I'll start from you because you are a guy. I think this thing also bothers you. You know, last week we were talking about this Uber thing, a woman who asked for Uber, first date and all of that. I don't want to go there, but let me just move to the next one. You know, I've heard, let me not say I've seen, I've heard of, even on social media, we see all of those things. Some use it as a joke, prank, and all of that. A woman goes to a guy's house and they had all the fun party, drinking, and all of that. They slept and all that. And the woman wakes up in the morning and she continues from where she stopped. Started drinking again without cleaning the house, making the bed, or even making breakfast or cleaning the house. And that's kind of person saying she's looking for true love. Do you think it's possible for her to find
Let me get this straight.
it? Okay.
Do you mean if a woman comes to my house?
You invite a lady over, she comes to your house, you give her drinks and all of that.
I get that. Right?
Yeah, she slept over.
And
the
then it
next
happens
morning,
that the next morning she continued where she stopped
Mm.
without cleaning.
maybe before the bedtime,
Mm.
you actually ask her what she wants and all of that. And she
Mm.
says she's actually looking for serious relationship, someone to live with, someone to spend time with, and if possible, if anything happen, even get married. If she's at that age of getting married, the next morning and you wake up, you saw all of this character. She wakes up, started bottling again, no cleaning of the house, not even the bed. She woke up, she didn't make the bed and all of that. And such person told you
She's looking for something serious.
something serious.
Okay. Now let me.
You know
tell
why
you
I'm asking that? Or the reason why I'm asking this is for those people, those ladies who want serious relationship. Because there are some things a woman who is looking for serious relationship or someone who wants to settle down, there are some things to avoid and some things to do that I or guys who actually see and say this one is ready.
The time, the age where people hide things or hide who they are have gone.
Okay.
It's not now.
Okay.
A lady might be that type of way, and in the morning she decided to herself, no, I'm not gonna do this. I wanna see what this guy is gonna think of me. The guy will be like, yo, why this girl is not even cleaning in the morning, right? And it comes to someone like me, I don't like you to clean for me. Someone like me.
Okay.
If you come to my house, even if you're my girlfriend, you do whatever, I prefer to clean my place, my space for myself.
Okay, let's leave the cleaning one and you
Okay.
pass that one.
Okay.
Let's
Now
say
comes
she
to
wakes
what
up and-
now comes
okay.
to what you asked, right? People are different. I'm never gonna settle for such
Okay.
because of one reason.
Mm.
I believe in that first aspect of you, what you give out in that first aspect. I don't want you to pretend, because some people they're not a cleaning type, but because they want to impress you, they just want to show off. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
There is something being like you well home trained. Cleaning, you as a grown up, you can see that this cleaning is a fake one. I spot it out. There is someone that is cleaning because of where she's coming from. She's cleaning because she knew how to clean, not because she's cleaning to impress you, because you're gonna say a woman is here and she didn't clean. A lady can make the bed that you think that she wake up from, and she won't make it right. But she's just making it for you not to feel like a lady wake up in this bed and didn't make it. Sometimes my girlfriend will wake up, I will say, she want to make the bed. I will say, no, leave it, I will make it. Because my thing, I want it to be a certain type of way. So now, coming to your question, it's not a must that if a girl cleans, it means she's humble or means she's the one. So I don't want viewers to mistake these things.
Okay.
Because you might think that a lady that cleans, okay, let's say you step out, you got emergency call, you step out before you come back, all your home is packed. And you will be like, wow, she's a housewife. She's a housewife or wife material, whatever. Now, when you marry her, then you see flames. She doesn't clean. She just did that first part to impress you. So we guys shouldn't do well on a girl that cleans your house because it's messy.
Okay.
So it's more like if you have that spirit of discernment, you will know if this girl is well home trained or if she's faking it. So it's all here.
Or trained to your liking. I
To
think
your liking.
Wait, you okay? No, you've been talking about cleaning now. Somebody who was drinking before, let's say yesterday evening, was drinking before she slept, and she woke up and she continued from the bottle without doing any house chores or whatever. Don't.
But that's not a girlfriend. That's I know what you're talking about. That's not a girlfriend. Either way, that's somebody that likes to party, likes to drink.
Okay.
But those things have limitations because there's no grown-up girl that will want to, except, okay, let's put it in a very way that people can understand. It's a weekend. I don't blame the girl because we're not going anywhere.
Okay.
Now, because when you ask questions, you must understand it from different angles.
Okay.
So if it's a weekend, bro, why am I stopping the girl not to drink? Though it's the morning. If it's the morning, she's not going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere. If she decides to drink, it's up to her.
Okay.
Does it make sense now?
Can you get married to somebody like that?
Obviously. Why not?
Okay.
But because she wake up and started drinking doesn't make her a drunkard.
Okay.
You must understand.
Okay.
But the thing is, we guys, there's a certain type of woman that we want. That's why I say I normally try to advise some ladies. Whatsoever thing you're doing, don't overdo things.
Okay.
Because you are different from your own side. I'm different from my own side. So if things must work out, there's some things we need to cut down.
Okay.
So even if you're drinking too much, you as a grown-up, you know there's a certain type of time that you're not supposed to. It's odd for someone seeing you drinking. So I wouldn't want to have a girl that in the morning you just jump up from the bed, you start drinking.
Okay.
So now I'm answering your question. For me, I wouldn't want that.
Okay.
But generally, if a girl wants to drink in the morning because we're not doing anything, she's free. Let's say now we get into festive season and a girl comes to you, and mostly us, we have drinks in our homes, festive. If she wake up and you might be sleeping, she already drinking. You don't have to be angry because she's not going anywhere, you're not going anywhere. It's festive. So you shouldn't dwell on because she wake up and start drinking and then you feel like she's a bad person or she's a drunkard. No.
Okay.
She might even the next time she said, no, I'm not in the mood to drink. So what are you gonna say?
Okay, you want to say something?
I just wanted to add what he was saying, that I think your question is more like a character thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a character issue that people have to deal with, and people tend to categorize people based on what they are seeing, and you'd think because a certain person have this type of character where they are comfortable to get up in the morning and continue drinking, you think they're not girlfriend material or even wife material or anything like that. But I mean, a lot of people's behaviors, like I think the example he made not so long ago, a lot of people's behaviors are informed by what they see themselves. Somebody could also be putting a guy on a test as well to see how is he going to react to his behavior.
But that's the world we live in.
Yes, that's the world that we live in. Everyone is just out there looking out for themselves to ensure that I am with somebody who would be able to not judge or stick out when times are tough. You understand? If it is such a bad thing to drink first thing when you get up out of the bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Has someone ever asked you as a guy, when they came for visit and all that, and you started drinking now, you're not even bad or anything or whatever, and the person asks you, why should I clean your house? Am I your wife?
Yeah, I see that as a joke.
As a joke.
I see that as a
When
joke. I
the
never
person
take it
is
serious. No, I never
Okay,
take
you
it
see it
serious.
as a joke.
I see it as a joke because at
Okay.
the end of the day, like the same thing she just repeated now, we all these things is more like a character-wise thing. Because if we are going to the angle of being in a relationship and I start hearing this thing of am I your wife before you do something, then it's a red flag already.
Red flag already.
You as a man supposed to know like there's no way here. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna make you to be who you are not. You guys will start fighting unnecessary things. Because now she's showing you that in the nearby future, she's not that person that can clean or you can tell to do something like this.
So a lady, I'll ask you, Ulani, a lady who wants a serious relationship and she's like that, you as a lady, if the person is your friend and maybe she's that type who have been coming to you, man, I've been meeting guys, no one is serious with me and all of that, and you notice that this is one of her characters and all of that. Okay, for me as a person, you see all of that, they are all turn off for me.
Okay.
Yeah, they are turn off for me.
See, that's
As a
from
person,
the way you are.
They are all turn off for me because every guy, you came to my house and I didn't come to your house. So if that's how you do it, you wake up and start continuing from alcohol, it's up to you, or you don't clean your house till 12. Me, I want to wake up as far as early as 8 o'clock, everywhere is clean because we must move on for that day. So you as a lady, you have a friend, or there are people around you ladies around you who are like that and all that.
I think we're similar. I think it's similar. Sometimes my girlfriend will still be sleeping. I'm cleaning already because it's part of me. She's still sleeping, but I'm cleaning already. The only thing my mindset will be like, okay, by the time she wake up, I will know it's only to make the bed. But other things is done. Do you get what I mean? Sometimes I will even make breakfast while she's still sleeping. Do you get what I mean? So it differs from people, the way we do things.
Different people. And if you see the people the guys who actually who wouldn't accept such, they are guys who are this tidy guys or clean. There are people who want to consider that. For me, if a guy is dirty, he doesn't mind if the girl she don't clean, and him himself won't clean as well till maybe it comes to their mind that this house is dirty.
But there's something that is keeping that girl
with the guy.
Do you think girls are stupid?
No, it's not a problem. It's not everybody have their own choice of girl and all of that. We asked something last week. Can you date a girl who have a body odor or someone who have a body odor and all of that? Okay, you see that it's not the same. Okay, cool. But don't forget that they are different types. We'll not go there now. There are some that are permanent.
Yeah, because what you said now made me to remember something that happened.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, I asked a question. What will you tell that girl? What will you advise her? It's not about faking herself now, trying to do things.
What you ask is okay because let's say the person is her friend. So obviously she knew where her friend is not keeping up.
I think
just talk to the girls.
I think what is important. I think we touched a bit on this the last time we spoke about these issues. What is mostly important is for people to be with people they are compatible with.
Exactly.
Some people, I mean, I've lived with a friend who was a very close friend who was everything that you guys are saying you don't want. Who was untidy, who would drink like hell, who would smoke, who I couldn't keep up myself as a woman.
Imagine how much more a guy.
But she had a boyfriend who was very much like her.
Okay.
Like the boyfriend is also like her.
Yes. She had a boyfriend who was very much like her, and they couldn't see anything wrong with what was happening. And that's when I learned that we are different as people, and that is okay. You know, I think if you are a girl and you have such a character and you're looking for a relationship, and the people that you are getting to know are just not going the direction you're looking for, you're not getting your people. It's not a matter of you changing and having to pretend and becoming unhappy, because people really become depressed and unhappy when they change who they are. You are just not getting your people. You will need to find your person who would understand that you are an untidy human. You drink from morning till dusk. You don't clean up after yourself, and you guys find some way of living with it. But for the majority of men and the standards of society we live in, men want women who are able to clean after themselves. The majority of men living in our society.
True.
They want women who are able to clean after themselves. They want women who would be able to clean after them as men. You understand? And if you have that kind of character and you are getting men that are the majority in society, maybe you need to work on yourself. Learn and unlearn certain things.
The woman you're talking.
Yes. She must learn and unlearn certain things so that you fit into whatever you want to fit into and get a relationship that you are looking for. Because otherwise, you would never get anything stable.
This is not just about that is who she is, out of laziness and out of pride that this man have not gotten married to me. How can I go to his place and clean for him or make breakfast for him and all of that? And you're looking for a serious relationship.
She will remain single.
She'll remain single, right? Okay, so women, they're actually telling you that if you are like that and you're looking for serious relationship, this is not time for pride. It is not time for you to have that pride in you that how can I do this? For you too, because it's not who you are. It's just maybe some kind of laziness that even at home, it's difficult for her to wake up to go clean her house. Now she takes that same character to a man's house as if she will get married to herself. Anyway, people are different, like you guys said. But for me, anyone who is looking for true love, this whatever character, even the men, whatever men are also looking for. Men are, and there are some men who are dirty. A clean lady will go to his house and see that this house, not me, and the lady will leave. So he should be looking for a woman, similar woman.
You know, a lot of people are running away from me.
Okay.
Ladies, because you see, in my house, like I'm a clean freak. If I drink water or this thing of people doing, if you eat, you leave a plate in the sink. I don't do that. If I take a shower in a bath, when you visit me in my house, I will tell you first and first. When you shower, you clean. Because I don't do this thing of want to clean the shower on weekend like other people do.
Okay.
So if I finish bathing, I wash the bath immediately. If I finish eating, I wash off the plate immediately. So I'm not that kind of person that leaves things in the sink. So when people come, they finish eating, they drop it. I was like, no. So next time, if you eat, you just wash it out.
Strange, even visitors. Okay, there's nothing bad in that. But as soon as you get married, that might change. You know that.
It might change, but God is a merciful God.
Is it?
God knows that whosoever I'm gonna get married to will fit in my.
It's not about that. It's not about that. You know what? Like you said, you are the one who said earlier on that parents, a lot of activities, a lot of things because they want to meet up to financial need and all of that. You say about this cleaning thing and whatever. I think 2011 when I was staying alone, my friend, when they come, they don't want to sit on the bed. They are scared. Because I told them, if you sit on that bed, make sure you fix it the way you met it. So they are scared. And sand,
like that.
Sand. I don't want to step on any little sand. Though that is still in me, but just imagine now you are living alone now. You're saying that when you eat, you wash. What about if you are not around? You have children. Before you come out, there's a full plate in the sink.
Yeah,
you will shout, scream, and all of that.
No, but you must know that. One thing you must know is that, like I said earlier, life is about stages. If I got married and got kids, obviously, that's sensibleness. That I don't know how I'm gonna put it. That action won't be there anymore because why? I wouldn't have time to check, and moreover, I'm not there all the time the way you said. Only thing I can do. Why you guys didn't wash dishes?
There will be a bit of it.
If it's of me to wash it, I'll wash it. But at the end of it, remember, the way you keep your house is the way it's gonna be.
It's true.
So if the kids are growing up or whatsoever, you put them in the right track. Your kids might know, like, oh, daddy doesn't want us to leave. These things are things you nurture.
Yeah, it will be it won't be the same.
know.
But
And it won't be easy.
Yeah, it won't be easy, but you will get 60% of it.
It's
The house will be clean when you are there.
But it's
As soon
fine.
as you leave, and when they know that you are coming,
It's okay.
it's laughing.
Because to my father, to my dad, it's like that.
It's truth. It's
But my father will from the back home, it's not like the way things are now. You sight, even the neighbors, they know already the way your father is. So if they first sight your father, they'll come and ring bell to you guys. Hey, your father is coming back. So me and my siblings, everybody will run. So now remember, I'm playing, so I need to go first wash up my feet. You know what I mean? Put on a clean cloth. You know what I mean? Put things in order, because otherwise you will get a bit of your life. So yeah.
Okay, I'll move to. We are rounding up soon. We are rounding up. We don't want to spend time in this section. A woman, a lady who have added value to herself, good job, and all of that. A lady who have not done any of that for herself, no value. She's just herself living and all of that. Do you think a guy who's looking for true love, if a guy who is looking for true love, he wants to go for any of them, which of them do you think the guy will go for? Last week. Was it last week?
Week before.
Okay, week before. I think we were talking about what are we talking about? Is it 50-50 or so?
Yeah.
We're talking about 50-50. A guy wants a lady to contribute at home 50 and the other guy. So a lady who is not.
Who's that guy?
Exactly. Who is that guy?
We actually disagree to that word.
You have to, because
At the end, I think it changed. It changed.
no, you have to, because that guy is not a man.
It's not a man. Okay.
Listen, we're born to get things done, right? If I'm married to, a woman that is that things are happening, that got a good job, got a good pay, is a plus to you,
Okay.
not for 50-50. It's a plus.
Okay.
Why do I say it's a plus? It's a plus in the sense that your wife know that there's some certain things that her money can do in the house. Not for her to use her money to do your job.
Okay.
Now, we're different people. My personality doesn't allow, I don't want a woman to help me. From onset. From onset. People that have dated before, my exes, they know. I don't want you to help me as a man. Because if you help me, you're going to make me lazy. You get what I mean? So do your part as a woman. Because there's some small things a woman can do with her money. Okay.
Without
let me use my parents as an example. I remember when there was a certain time my father was not having money for some certain things in school. My mom had to go and take out some money where she's saving. My father said, "Hey, this man want to give me money. Why? He said, okay, just write down how much you bring. I'll give it back." You get what I mean? But she's doing it because she knew my father doesn't have that money at that particular time. So, and there's guys that are chancers. They want the woman with money. So that's where your question now, I'm telling you that we are two different kind of men in this world. There's a man that want a woman that is already made. There's women that want a guy that is already made. So that's why I said there are chances in both genders. So, but don't be that guy that wants a woman because of money. Does it make sense?
Okay.
So in your question, you're talking about a girl that is doing fine and the one that is average. It doesn't matter. What matters is that love that we're talking about.
Do you think the one that has this quality can be loved more than the other one with?
To me, there's nothing like that.
There's nothing like that.
To me, there's nothing like that.
Because you just said now, okay, like you said, okay, I'll still agree with that because not all guys. Some don't mind the one that doesn't have a job and all of that. Why some prefer the one?
But now we just want to make it as if some people are less privileged. If a guy fall in love with a woman that has money, it's a plus to them. It's not because he's loving this girl because she have it. So if he find love in an average girl, it's still same thing. What matters is the love you guys share. The money she have doesn't differentiate the love you guys are supposed to share.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Okay.
Sister, do you understand what I mean?
I understand. I totally understand. I think this question can also inform the question of submissiveness. If you are a man and you are looking for an established woman, be sure you will not get any level of submission from that.
I think this is what I said.
There you go.
I said this last week as well. I was telling the guy that was talking about 50-50.
What is 50-50?
Yeah, I said it because you never get that respect from that lady.
Guys, we need to take out that mindset. There's nothing like that.
There's nothing like that. Just be yourself. Let her support in the way she can.
Yes.
Not telling her you pay this month's rent. The next one, the next you
let
pay.
me give you one example. I think we are running out of time, but yeah. My friend met a girl. She's staying very okay, but my friend is not comfortable. The girl asked him to come move in with her. He asked me to advise him. I said, bro, with my knowledge and the things I've passed through in life, is a no for me. I can't do it. But you can have your self-pity because you think like there's nothing for you. You want to do it. Then follow your heart. But since you asked me advice, don't do it. If she's going to be with you, even if you're staying in the shack, she's still going to be with you. Don't feel like because now she's staying okay, you want to move in. For me, I can never do that. Does it make sense?
Okay.
I'm saying now, for me, I can never do that because I have my reasons. But I said to him, if your heart tells you, but now what you ask me is a no. If I were going to be real to you, you don't do it. You can visit her normally, but immediately you pack your bags and say you stay.
Not cool.
It's not. I mean, you know.
You're taking off your manhood.
The way you packed in, that's how you packed out. It will silence you.
Bro, I'm telling you the real thing, bro.
It's true. It's true. So, okay, you want to say something about this?
I think he has summed it up.
Yes, what?
He has summed it up. I don't want to get in trouble with the viewers. My views are very controversial in these things because I don't normally support certain things. I understand that women are getting more established and
these days,
yes, a lot of things are happening. But there is a natural instinct. A woman wants a man she feels safe under.
Thank you.
It's true.
No matter what. Like, if you are going to want a relationship looking at what the woman can bring into the table, be sure you're going to be that table.
I'm telling you, no, it's on you. You've done it. Mr. Chips, I'll ask you this. There are a lot of guys out there. I don't want to call nationalities and all that, but this set of people, they are out there, and I've seen that these people, this set of guys, they are lazy. They're just looking for a matured woman to date and just ripping her off. What can you say as a guy? What can you say about that?
That is totally wrong. I said it earlier, and I will repeat myself again. As a guy, you must know your purpose in life. Because we're born to be a man. And a man takes charge and get things done. So you don't have to be lazy. And one thing guys need to understand is that there's a step where you are. I made an example the last time I came here. I said, if you stay in a place you're paying 2,000 rand, and you're scared to move to a place where you're gonna pay 3,000 rand, you can never grow. There was a certain time I was not having a TV. I would make money. I would say, no, let me save this money. There's nothing I'm doing with a TV. That is not how to live life. Up until I opened my mindset that, no man, how can I stay without having a TV because I want to save money? What am I saving? You get what I mean? I bought a TV. Because why? If you sit on paying 2,000 rand for complete 3 years, you need to step up. Like you need to get out of the box. Because why? Your mentality is telling you that you cannot afford 3,000. 2,000. Bro, if you afford 2,000, you can afford 3,000. So move on to the next one. You will see, you will struggle and pay it up until you get to the point whereby you stay nicely in a 5,000 house. Why do I say this? Some men are seeing less of themselves. Because why? That's why there's this saying, nobody knows tomorrow. But shouldn't be a reason why you're not trying to get things done, because you believing in that thing of nobody knows tomorrow. There was a time when I was growing up, I feel like one day I'll be passing by, I'll see a bag of money near the bush or whatsoever. It can never happen. It's just a mere dream of a layman. But when I get it out of my head and know that there's no one that is coming to help you. Do you get what I mean? So in as much is grace that can make God to use someone to get you through. But God cannot use someone and come and give you a bag of 1 million rands. You need to struggle. A guy can put you through for you to work. So now, what do I mean by that? You're working where they're paying you 4,000. I get you a link. I link you up to where you can get 10,000. It's grace. It's God. It's God that is using me to bring you to another level. So now, if you relax as a man, no, I'm comfortable where I'm getting 2,000. It doesn't make sense. Do you get it? It doesn't make sense. So if you're lazy as a man, viewers, if you're lazy as a man, I'm not saying you are lazy, but you should know yourself that if you're lazy. So if you're lazy, you better pay, because the world is changing. You know, and this time around, bro, nobody gives anybody anything. Go, if you doubt me, call 10. No, man, these days there's a couple of good people, and they're good to you because you're good to them. But hence you're lazy. Call 10 or 20 contacts in your phone and ask 500 rands. They won't give you because they know you're lazy.
Yeah, that's true.
They will know you're lazy. They won't give you.
It's true.
So, what am I saying? You as a man, you know you're lazy. You better, I don't know.
You know, when I was staying in Somerset, there's this lady I know. She said she's dating one of these people I call. You know, she was actually crying that this guy is doing this and that and all of that. So she actually went deeper to tell me more about their relationship and all that. So she said, this guy doesn't work. She's the one who works. And whenever she asks this guy, go and look for a job and all of that, this guy tells her, my friend, go to work. My duty is to is to just sleep with you. Then you go bring the money. You cook, you feed me to regain my strength.
Yeah, but I think
that is
no. Sweetheart,
that's what I'm saying.
No, let me tell you. She's making a very big mistake of her life. You know why?
Staying there.
That is the foundation they start that relationship with.
Exactly.
So the guy will still be lazy.
Exactly.
Okay.
They start the relationship because of the sex the guy is giving to her.
Oh, okay.
No. Now she's finding it hard. That's why she said go look for something to do. But when it was roses, she doesn't mind the guy staying home.
Okay.
So it's one thing you must understand. So the relationship was based on that.
Okay.
I think it informs something that you said last time.
Okay.
Remember when you made an example that you met a friend in town and then she jumped into the car and then within a few minutes you had to spend a certain amount of money. And I asked the question, didn't you cultivate that behavior? Isn't because that friend knows that when they see you, they are allowed to do this thing.
Okay, remember
It's the same thing that he is talking about.
Okay,
You get people get people used to certain behaviors. You get people used to the fact that when you walk into a place, it's all roses. You bring it down, you make it rain. So people, when they see you, they know that this one has arrived. I am allowed to do 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, but don't be stupid and greedy. Because what happened to you happened to me at a certain point. What will you eat, McDonald's? Okay.
It's like it just
now we stop by the drive-through. Sisi is ordering something of 300 and something.
For
family. Inside me, I was like, it's only me and you. Both I don't want to eat McDonald's. It's just for you. And then you ordering bam.
Okay.
And then To me,
But
I was gonna ask. I said, no, let me just keep quiet because this is this is the end of it. Like to me, I already conclude.
Yeah.
So I was gonna pay it off, and then I said
Again,
it's done.
McDonald's.
And then they bring bad people, and then she just, and then she's done. And then in the morning, she packed the other ones. So and I was like, okay.
But isn't
So
that a
if you say-
behavior that you guys cultivate?
No, but if you say I
No,
cultivate it, we
no.
never talk about money issue in that aspect. But it's just because you women, you are raised differently. Because I believe like someone like you cannot order what you cannot finish. It's stupidity and greed. So it's not because of what I cultivate in you or what you see in me. You can see me that I can be able to afford to buy you this. But don't be stupid and stingy. And greedy, sorry. Do you get what I mean? That's how some out there.
See, you know, in this platform, I don't, anytime my guests come, I don't always want us to see the mistake that have been made. Let's always look for solution to sort those things so that people can actually move on with a better life. If, like you said, now if it's something they have cultivated and all of that, as a lady who is looking for true love, you continue with that. Can't we have a platform where we can tell them that this thing is wrong?
It is wrong.
And
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
is
about
wrong.
time we tell the viewers that it is wrong.
It is wrong.
Because at the end of the day, you as a lady, sometimes you need to consider other people. We're working hard, same as you.
Last week, they said if that be the case, when you are going out with a girl, tell the girl, okay, now this outing, I have 700, that's what we'll spend. I say,
can't
how?
do that.
How? I think
I
you are
can't
the
do
one who
that.
said so.
No, sweetheart,
How?
you know why?
Very important.
You know
No. How
why?
can I
You
say
know
for
why?
the first time, tell you how much I have? That's
know
already
why?
turn off for you.
Do you know why? I can't do that.
I
We
can't.
guys, we have a budget, but I can't say it to you when we are going out. But because you're also a reasonable person.
Reasonable. You
You're a
get the
reasonable
right
person.
word.
You're a reasonable person. You know the things you need to. I mean, do you get what I mean? You know the things that you eat. It's okay, but not for you to be on a high note that you want to rip me off.
Eat and they go take carry away
Because-
carry pack or whatever they carry. They call it.
Because I don't. That's why I don't blame such guys that when they go out and then the lady will be like, the guy will be like, okay. Before you know it, he will be like, I'm coming. And then
God.
boom.
I'm telling you.
So you now will blame him.
You see in life when okay, let's say a player or even a player as a guy or as a girl, you're not doing this thing, living this lifestyle and all of that. Now it gets to a point where you said you are tired, you want to settle down. You can't still be doing those things you were doing while you're still a player. Now I said last week, I told them, I said, now for me, if I'm a girl or if I want to advise my child or my daughter or my sister, if you are a girl, probably the guy takes you out and you get to a restaurant and they brought the menu. I'll take a drink first. I'll let the guy order. Because it's high time we start thinking. I'll let the guy order. If the guy is ordering something for 200, I will not order anything above that. That's my own point of view.
And that's why we're different.
Yeah, that's my
Some people are
that's
not like that.
that's what I'm
But
saying
to
now.
me, I don't mind you ordering what you want. But the thing is, there's some certain type of way you do things. The guy you're with will say like, this girl is very wicked.
That's
Don't
why
forget my
for me, that's why as a
And
girl,
then
I
you
would
lose
prefer
the
to wait.
respect.
I would
And you
prefer
lose
to
the
wait
respect.
for him to order. Anything he orders, if it is that amount, I won't order anything more
And
than
now,
that because
let
that
me tell
might
you-
be
let me
one of
tell you
his
another way.
considerations
Let me
as
tell you
well.
another way. Some girls now, they're being considerate in a way. You can go out on a date or let's say dinner with a girl. She'll be moderate. The things she will order, I'll be like, no man, just be free. Because to her, to you, you see that she's trying to accommodate you. She's not being free now. If she want to order this, but she feel like, no man, the price is kind of high. But she want to go low. You as a human, like you can feel she's trying to accommodate you. I'll be like, no, just feel free.
Then if you say that, fine.
Yeah, just
Because
feel free and order what you want.
you were
And then
able
she'll
to
be like,
say-
are you sure? You know what I mean?
You ever
Because
to
you
say
yourself-
feel free because you trust your pocket.
Because
right?
you yourself, you already see the prices. You know, like I can afford this. But if you can't afford that, you already see where she's going. Then you keep quiet. Do you understand?
It's just like there's those restaurants in Camps Bay. If you bring their menu, there's this ones they wrote. Is it SQ or so? Is it? No, there's no price for that. And when it comes, now you don't have money to pay for that. Well, so in all, I just feel that if we are looking for those things, if it would take you to fake it, fake it until you make it. If it is the right skills for you to do, if this is who you are, you eat bucket of food for that moment. You are looking for something now. Let it be your skill. Let it be your skill of catching this man. Just maintain all the cheap food, small food. You will win the guy's heart for me. You will win his heart. Till you get there, then as soon as you are inside the house, then you can start cooking pot of food. Because they have married you. Because we can't keep with this dirty character and still thinking things will happen.
I think one principle that will help people is treat others as you would like to be treated.
Some people are wicked.
Just treat others the way you would
Some
like
people are
to be treated.
wicked. Immediately you say, let's go out. It's an opportunity for them to eat that thing they've been
Looking for.
eyeing in that menu. I came last week and I saw this menu, but when I saw it, the price was high. But now there's someone who wants to pay. And straight to that place, bring this, and they have the portion and the little side. God help us.
You guys are going through a lot.
Yeah, but then in conclusion, from my side, based on what we're talking about, guys out there, like, there is true love, but you must have a pure heart. You mustn't have. You see, when you start having an agenda for loving someone, then you're failing. You know, so it must just be real and pure. You know, so that we can all live a better life and love each other. Because I feel like when you have an agenda, it breaks people down not to trust other people. So I think we need to do better. There's a lot of things to learn and unlearn when it comes to love.
All right.
So that's my advice to you.
All right. Okay. So I'll be asking this question. This will be the last question for the day, and I'll be asking you. You know, we've had let me not say all ladies. So many ladies saying guys are players. Why you as a lady? Why do you think these people are saying this?
It's a difficult question. It's
very easy to
I
say.
also do think that there are guys that are players.
Yeah, okay, there
that
are guys
just want to play.
Okay.
You understand? I think the word player came from there. There are men that are just looking to play. I think what is difficult is that people don't want to say their genuine intention at the beginning of relationships. And then they mislead people into thinking that they could be anything concrete. But when they eventually show that I'm not looking for anything concrete, then the term player comes into play. Because you have actually misled someone into thinking we are building something that has some sort of foundation. And then all of a sudden, it is not what you are looking for. But you already knew, you know, there are guys that, there are certain people that just can't stay by themselves. Even when they have their own partners, they still want other people's partners. Or they want extra partners. And you meet somebody who is looking for something that could be long-term. But because you are secured from wherever you are coming from, you're not taking into consideration that this person might not be in a similar situation. You're just taking it for granted that we are in the same level. And then you go on with this thing, going out on dates, doing whatever that you do together and liking each other. And the person is waiting for you to actually solidify this thing. Whereas there's no plan for such. And somebody have invested their time, their resources, and everything into this thing.
Why is it that some girls, they like a guy that lied to them? Or let me put it this way. Why is it that ladies like the bad guy? So when the bad guy mess up, it touches the whole guy.
I think it's the adrenaline of that comes with bad guys.
Do you understand my question?
I totally get it. I think there's a conception that bad guys create some sort of a perfect world for a very limited time.
And when they fail, it comes to all men.
Exactly. And when they fail, it clouds everyone else.
Okay. Is that right?
No,
Is that right? And you said something. Okay, should every relationship lead to something?
I don't think every relationship can lead to something. Hence, we have so many failed relationships. But I think that there are people that are unable to do plain things.
Plain things, okay.
Like there are people that are emotionally, I don't want to term it emotionally matured because it will look like I'm taking their favor. But there are people that are just at a certain emotional level that they are unable to do anything that is for games. You understand? And even if this thing would fail, they would have given it their all. Not that it would amount to anything, but you don't get into it thinking it will end tomorrow. But I personally, speaking for myself, I would never get into anything that I have to sign that this is not serious. Because I love people. I genuinely love to love people.
I think it's a good question because what I can say is that people shouldn't be in a relationship because of where it's gonna lead.
Exactly.
You should just
But
go, go with the flow.
But that's the daily question we ask.
It should just go with
that's
the flow.
what leads to this thing of people are playing.
Yes, so if it leads to marriage or if it leads to you guys ending like spending
good
the
friendship
whole
for life
time together, let it be.
Yeah.
But immediately you tag it, it will start having some commas, you know.
So like you said something. You said there are some people who don't have this thing of them playing because maybe they are matured to know where they are going to and all of that. So don't you think that from the start, especially with the viewers, people who are watching us, from the start, if you know you are matured for whatever thing you think, define it from the beginning. Because you might be dating somebody that is not even having any plan or whatever, but right inside you are looking at the future with this person, but you never define it from the beginning.
But you know that we all we're not fools.
Okay.
If you're having a thing with someone, there is some conversations that you need to be picking one or two from when you're with someone. You know this person is not having a future with me. You know this person is not gonna be here for a long time. So we sometimes need to use our senses, you know, because if you're dealing with someone, you from the things you guys do together, from the little conversations, you pick one or two. You know already this person doesn't have the same future or the same mindset that I have. So for that reason, if I'm planning a long term, I should cut short because I know from their own perspective they're not going to go there with you. So it's a thing of we knowing. It's not about when you come and tell someone, are we gonna date to marry? Does it make sense?
Asking that, yeah.
Does it make sense? So for me, it's a thing of you going out there, you know, explore with your partner, know the things that can lead you guys on a long term. So from the things you guys are doing, even you as a guy, a girl can sense that I'm not going anywhere with this guy. Because she already have conversations with you, know things you do, know the way you do things. She already know where she belongs. She knows she's not going far with you.
Okay, so can we not say it shouldn't be something from the onset that you actually defining it? You should just explore with the person first and see from there.
You should just carry it on because if you tag it
from there, that's where you will know.
So if you tag it, this is what we're doing. So if it didn't work out, this guy will be saying, look at the girl I wanted to spend the girl will be like, look at someone I want to spend. It doesn't, you know what I mean?
There are some people who are actually in wrong relationship, not just relationship, in marriages, because they just met, they just tag it from the beginning. Now they started working with that. Even while things are going wrong, because of the tag, they couldn't break up. So, you know, these are important topic anyway. You know, we can talk about this for days and days and days and days. For people who wants to, so Mr. Chibuzo, I don't want to put word in your mouth now. So are you telling us that who wants to do his thing should do his thing? Who wants to tag should tag?
Yeah, because we're different. So if you work whichever way it works for you, then you do it.
Okay, so what about a guy? More questions are coming from our response. What about a guy who is just let's say a girl who doesn't want that, but the guy is serious with it, or the girl wants to tag it, but the guy doesn't want that. What
So, but you must see the red flag.
you see the
You
rest.
must see.
It's not something to talk about from the beginning.
If a guy doesn't want something to do with you, I think your question is tricky because most people don't wanna pronounce this is what you're doing. Like someone like me,
Especially guys.
you know, someone like
Especially
me, someone like
especially
me,
guys.
someone like me. If we're good together, at the first year, second year, we are going. Yeah? So that's when you know the because human beings, we're not always 100% right to each other. There's wrongs we do. There's things you do that irritate this person. So I think from there you know already how to keep things going. So for me, I don't target. This is, but one thing you must know that is necessary to target is relationship.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Tag relationship, that we are in a relationship.
So that this person will know she's gonna be out there for you. You're gonna be out there.
Okay.
And I think that is just the thing. I think people don't want to name and define things because they avoid accountability. That is just it. People do not want to be accountable. Hence, they don't want to name and tag and define things. Because even if something is to fail after you have defined it, you are able to sit down and say, we have tried our best and this is failing.
Okay.
This should be either the end or we seek help if there is any sort of help. But people avoid defining what they are doing because it's easy. Going with the flow, it's easy. You get away with a lot of things. After all, if I fuck up, sorry for my language, I mean you come back and I was like, but I didn't know that we were here.
Okay, that's actually these are good ideas. These are good ideas. I believe there are some people who agree with what we have said. There are some people who disagree to it. Our cameraman is smiling. Maybe you don't agree. You don't agree to it. There's more to ask about this. There's more to talk about relationship, but we'll just draw the curtain here. My guest, Mrs. Ewelani, thanks for coming, and Mr. Chibuzo, thanks for coming. And both of you, this is the second time you're coming to this place. There's still going to be third time. I think the third
That's not
time.
a problem.
Yeah.
We open.
Yeah.
Open for as long as.
Yeah, I want us to talk about the kids part, and I think you will bring somebody else in your feed with someone who is not in the feed like him, so that we can talk about this. We really need to talk about children.
Yeah.
Children,
I think we do need to help each other out when it comes to parenting. It's important we understand the kids that we are parenting at this point.
This is a topic for you guys for another day. You guys need to.
Thanks. Okay, let me just assume that you have said your conclusion words. The viewers, thanks for staying online with us. Like I said, write your comments. If you have any question, we can treat it tomorrow. We have another section tomorrow. Thanks for staying with us, and those of us that will be watching from YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel Inspire.
Like and share for you. They should like and share.
Like and share, especially subscribe. We want to get million viewers. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and if you have watched today, please invite somebody, tell somebody about this platform so that they can learn from what we are learning here every day. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.
Yes, thank you.